Prophet, baby. Back with another video. Wanted to touch base, man, with y'all again, man, and bring some encouragement, bro, to whoever needed, man. Hope you got your spirits up. Hope you're thankful. Hope you're able to look around and be appreciative for the things that you've been provided, and grateful for all of your determinations that you've put out there, your efforts, your good intentions, your sharing and caring. Me and Spirit had a little conversation earlier, man, and Spirit trying to get me to go in this go mode about this certain message that I've been working on, and I'm about ready to share it, but when prophets share things, I want everybody listening to the things I say. I want it to register, with your mind frame. A lot of people be lost out here, man, and you can see people be hurting and just refuse to take credit, man. Take credit for the effort of changing. We be saying like you got some people that don't want to change and this and that. And if it's really people out there that's really like that, that's a bad place to be in, because you're not even giving yourself a chance to know better. And when I say better, know more than what you know, expand. You would have never caught on that number 6 or that number 9 if you didn't start off with that 1, 2, 3, 4. That's just that process. The 6 is in a certain place, 9 is in a certain place. A lot of times we look in the mirror and we be mad at ourselves because we know we have it in us to change things. What prophets see is these emotions of the world. They toy with your sense of reality if you don't understand exactly what you want. I wonder how many people out there are refusing to change because of the way somebody else is going to feel. When we change, not necessarily everything, but when we change, things change. We not going to be in sync with certain people. We're not going to be in tune. We ain't going to be aligned with our norm. But that's okay if we can look and know that it's for the betterment. Like what's wrong with us if we can't understand it? That's just deliberately putting ourselves in these places of hell. Me and my daughter was talking earlier and talking about the Christmas. It's like nothing was wrong nowhere. My daughter said it just felt different. Somebody else told me like it just felt like a regular day. It was still Christmas though. A lot of them kids ain't tune in and tap into that. Them children was playing, what they taught. But I don't want nobody to get along behind that, man, and feel like something wrong or be looking at the next person like you don't understand, like it's something with them because you just feel that void in the air. And Prophet here to let you know what that void is. That void is Spirit helping us filter out these old energies. I'm not saying this against nobody. Prophet did it too. A lot of us did. A lot of us changed it. I mean, a lot of us still do it. It doesn't matter, man. It's about growth. But remember, I used to like a holiday, man. I can't wait to get dressed and get drunk and act stupid and think that's the real good time, you know. And it was within an unconscious frame of mind, you know, it was. That's that old dark energy though. And to help you understand that, you know, like that's what's being filtered out. You know, that's why the party might have not seemed like it normally be. You know, that's because these energies are just getting filtered out. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to look at nobody and think that it's their energy or what. You know, it's this is as a collective, man. This is this whole earth. This is Gaia. You know, like the earth is heating back up. Like the earth is getting back where it need to be, you know. Prophet want to ask a question. Y'all can think about that. But Prophet just been kind of curious about it, you know, like not feeling no way about it, but curious, you know, because that's what I'm kind of supposed to be always doing, you know, thinking and looking and assessing, and so I could, you know, tap in and grab some different perspectives for to share with people, you know. Some might register. Why do we always say we want better, but we have a problem with that next person doing good? Not everybody, just some people, you know. We talking. That's the things we need to get rid of. Each and every person would want somebody to say, "Hey, man, that's a good job." Do each person need it? No, we not supposed to need it because when we get it, it's being provided for us through our intentions, our effort, and it's a blessing from the Most High. We manifested it. We co-created it. Nothing wrong with, you know, the kudos, but think about it. If every day I do something, every day you, man, good job, good job, good job, good job. That is real. That's how it's good vibrations and all that. This is what Prophet want everybody to understand. Sooner or later, if you skip a day, then Prophet like, I wonder if I did a good job. I wonder if something wrong with that person. You know, like that's the things that our mind, that's how our minds work. I told you about that neurochemistry, you know, within our brain. Automatically start thinking about, we automatically engage to fit our situation, you know. So you putting the bad energy out there, that's what's gonna circle back around to you. Same with the good. But when we hear something based on our experiences, all what we know about that subject, soon as we hear we tap into that word, our mind take off. And the reason it does that is because it needs to come up with a solution for our moment. You know, a lot of times the way we program ourselves to think is we slow to listen instead of slow to talk. A lot of us don't ask ourselves that question of what's the reason for me about to say what I'm saying? What's the reason for me doing what I'm doing? You know, like a lot of times we react. We really don't respond. You know, we just react. Kind of like a person got their back turned. They talking with somebody. Now you got this old lady that just come through the door per se, and she full of bags. You know, so her hands is occupied. You know, and she kind of lose her step and bump the person with their back turned. Some people be all right with it, but some people is an instant trigger. You know what I mean? Like some people automatically click to that do what you want, but watch my shoe, that type of stuff, like automatic, instantly, you know. I was listening to Jay-Z say one time about what helped him change as a person was when he tapped in, he started understanding people. He started looking at situations different. He started perceiving things different. So he said what he would do is ask yourself all these whys, you know, all of these wonders within situations and experiences, you know, like he's standing up and a dude pass by and be like, what the hell you looking at? You know, like instead of bite back, feed that fire of dark energy, you know, bad energy with some more bad. He say he started thinking like wow man, like I didn't even say nothing to him. He just flew off the handle like that, you know, like I wonder what's wrong with him. Something must be wrong with him, you know. It's some kind of insecurity. It's something he think I see. I don't, but it's something he think I see. A flaw within him or something, you know, like that's why he trigger like that, you know. And it just made sense, you know, like instead of feeding back, because believe me, a lot of people that be their intentions. Whenever they talk to you, they left solution or any thought of a solution or any idea or any time of giving to a solution, they left it home. They just coming to argue. We got to understand this, man. As human beings, we're supposed to be evolving. Okay. A lot of people probably like to skate, but if it ain't nothing extravagant, sooner or later you'll get tired going in just that one little circle. Okay, how many times you come around a little cone, swing your leg, and you know all that? Cause the singular is nowhere else to go but right there. Can't float, can't do none of that, you know. But we got all these abilities within this earth. Anybody listening right now, wake up different? Yeah, you can. All it takes is this. Okay, you wake up tomorrow. Just say you got a couple of problems. You got a couple of things that you worried about. How they get solved, you got to figure it out. What if you don't figure it out? Do they still get solved? Sometimes they do. How that happen when it occurs like that? You know, when we don't do it, but it still gets done. You know, like how that happens. You don't think that come from another dimension? If you think a certain way, you'll be a certain way. I used to think on a low vibration. You know, when I'd open my eyes, I wouldn't think about praying. All I want to do is get dressed. I want to leave. I want to do the same thing I did the day before. Maybe just in a different way, maybe in a different spot, some different music. Same foundational darkness for years. I could see it clear as day now. Clear as day now, you know. But then no, because I thought I was doing something. I thought I was making moves. I thought I was socializing. I thought I was connecting. I thought I was building. I thought I was something that I wasn't. I'm glad God. I'm glad I was created the way I was created, man. I'm glad I got the soul that I have. I'm glad I choose to walk with the spirits that I walk with. Because me and one of my cousins had a conversation, and Cub, you listening, man? Look, I ain't never said it like that to you since then, but every day I think about that. He told me this phrase, you know, you say, cuz if you can get it all right, you're gonna be something else, cuz. Like you're gonna bring something new. Like you you'll be a beast with this field here, cuz. That's not that was encouraging, but what I wanna say is this. This is what you said right after that. You say, your mama missed her calling. So every day, like I be wondering how she missed it. I know how she missed it yet, but I'm still wondering how. I'm still wondering where. You know, like where everybody was at. You know, and the more that you will research this, if you are knowing it, if you chosen in a sense, if you certain type of individual, I guess you could tap in easy, whatever. I don't know. Prophet is not that type of person, but why is it? Why is it not? Why don't people gravitate to that? You know, like I would. I know I would. I would gravitate to it. Like I've been in a lost place too long. You know, especially if I see somebody that I could connect with, that'll understand me. You know, like Prophet would understand somebody. You supposed to tap in. You don't let your pride let you pass up a chance to get better, man. Cause that pride, man, just wanting to be you ain't good all the time, man. Prophet, bring me something right here, man. We're gonna call this the ball. All right, like the crawfish fields. Like I ain't no farmer, but I'm pretty sure like that. You know, they got to have the field, they got to have the soil, they got to have water, they got to have levees, and they also have to have a drain. You know, wait for the field to drain. You know, boat, bait, somebody run it or you run it, whatever. But it gotta have that. It gotta have that dirt. It gotta have that dirt. What about what about the crawfish? Crawfish buried under that soil. He buried down there. He good. He chilling. I don't know if he by himself, but he chilling. He unseen. Put that old bait, that old trap out there, man, with that old rotten fish in there, man. Spark something in that crawfish, man. That crawfish come out. He come out of there. He was rooted. He was rooted in that saw, man. He come out of there, man, for that old rotten fish. That's how we be doing sometime, man. Coming out our character, man, for some dumb stuff, you know. Well, he wanted that old rotten fish. He wanted them things of the world. That's what happened, bro. Caught in that trap. Now we in a whole nother place. Now we ain't rooted no more. We in a whole nother place now. This is unfamiliar. Like it's tight in here. They got a bunch of people in there. We in the sack. We in the sack. We in the matrix, man. Everybody cloning, everybody, all that, man. All that, man. They clone each other. It's real. It's tight in here, man. All of a sudden, it's a relief. It's a relief. It pours out the sack. Feel that water, but you don't have that dirt. Something ain't registered. I feel that water, but I ain't got that dirt. That dirt ain't on me. That dirt ain't there. You purging. If you can figure out you purging within this world, man, you can purge through all what you've been through, all of your darkness, all of your evil tendencies, all of your evil spirits. That's your last chance, though. And when they purging, that's the only time you better jump out. You better jump out while they purging, because if you don't jump out, you know that next step. That next step is that heat. That real heat, and look, curl up. Curl up, man. Get ate. Get ate up, man. Everybody, man, all my relatives, man, all my kids, grandkids, grandmother, nieces, nephew, uncle, everybody, man. Prophet love y'all, man. I don't care what nobody say. I don't even care what y'all say, man. Prophet love y'all, man. It's been a journey for me, man. I'm totally different, and I'm still trying to let spirit shape me in a certain way to where I can relate, give people guidance, but never come off as trying to be too much. Never trying to come off as I know more than you know. Never trying to come off as, man, just listen to me. I don't have to listen to you. You know, like, because I learn from people like almost on the daily, man. You know, like it's my job, man. Like that's what I'm on this earth for, man, to observe and help us, man, get out of these cycles, bro, of hurting ourselves, man. A lot of it is deliberately, and a lot of it is just not understanding how to not bring emotion to the meeting when you're making a decision, you know? The world has been under a spell. That funniness, that's that energy. People shifting. You're gonna start disliking things. You're gonna start seeing things that it's gonna irritate you. And it's just is about life in general, you know, like how this thing tick, you know. You know, like they told us, like blacks came on some boats and and we were slaves, and they show us these clips on TV, and like it's even stories about slavery, but that was blacks that was caught through war, through defending their land. We come from the third dimension, man. We got souls and spirits, man. Like this was our spiritual dojo, you can say. This earth, all of these animals, all of these, man, everything, the plants, all that, man. Like is not even of this earth. Like we brought that with us. We brought that with us. When they say Christopher Columbus discovered America, man, Christopher Columbus come out them cosmos, man. He come out them cosmos in the Caucasus Mountains, in a portal, in the Caucasus Mountains. That portal still there till this day. The Bible, what it say? Like he peeping it, like what he seen some giants. He seen some giants. That's why Christopher Columbus is always gonna be taught to society, because he was the brave one. Like he was the brave one. Like they wasn't big like we was, you know. And we operate on off of love, love and light. So many words, man. Like they knock our frequency down, bro. Like we come from way up there all the way to this low frequency. Like there's a reason they cut all the trees down. Like there's a reason they took over the pyramids. There's a reason they hid a lot of things from us. And I know one thing is definitely wrong within this world. I always hear this phrase, there's a white man world. We got the White House, all that. Prophet had a white wife. Prophet got mixed kids. Prophet not prejudiced, no kind of way. Prophet just know how to understand things and talk, and don't have to judge people according to the situation or the facts. A lot of people just misled. They don't understand that a lot of people was just raised to hate black people. Like really raised to dislike black people. We ain't gonna use the word hate, but raised to dislike black people, without black people even doing anything to them. Ask yourself that. Why it's always been this hatred, but this dislike toward black people, the colored people within this earth. No other race but blacks. Killing people on TV, like all this, and ignorant, immature, low level of consciousness, black heartedness, man. Like kneeling on, like all that, man. That's is ignorant, man. Like, and what's happening is being understood that some accidental, way more than half was intentional. Like it was intentional. Like Prophet Heart, my heart is right. So this is what I wrestled with. These type of videos, because I don't like to. It doesn't matter about a person's opinion. I'm just speaking fact, though. But there's a lot of black people out there that need to understand that too. That need to understand that we all have souls and spirits. We carbonated beings. We electrical beings. Everything runs on frequency. Everything runs off of energy. Got a third eye. Kundalini energy. At the bottom of your spine, you got this call it activator, man. It's something that that we activate at the bottom of our spine, man. It's so much to humans, bro, that we have no idea how complicated we really, really are. We have no idea. Like all of this science fiction is literally true. A lot of the things that we've seen, take ET for example. You know, phone home. Where you think they come from? Phone home. They just mix characters up, you know. But The Matrix, Star Wars, man, all of these things, man, is about to just appear in your face. Our history is mixed up. Our history is some true. A lot of our history that we've been given is false. And I don't understand why people have a problem understanding that, why people have to get out of their element. People have to get mad like it's their history that's challenged. All it simply is things we was given. We was born, we was given a book and some stories. This is what happened. We don't have proof. We just have words and stories, you know. That doesn't make something true. Prophet can I can tell a story right now and put it in words and stuff and give it to you. That doesn't mean that what you read is law, is fact, but we was all taught this and is embedded within us so much. We argue. It's like that's all we have. We don't want to lose that. So if somebody challenge like our religion, like we people argue against that because they don't want to lose that. They feel like they is a sense of being lost, and it's not. It's a sense of being found. It's a sense of being found. Like we need to understand that we're not meant to take everything as it's given to us. We have to always look beyond it. We have to always look outside of it. I don't see the problem with looking outside of it, because the majority of people walking on this earth dealing with these emotions and all that, like that's what we do. We look outside of ourselves for that. Like we have to put everything in the right perspective, man. We live of the world. We never turn around and look at ourselves. We don't need a mirror. All we need to simply do is turn around and just go within. Go within, catch your soul, and let your soul look through these eyes of this avatar, man, and guide you on this earth. But a lot of us never get to that place. I'm thankful that I got to it. I got a lot of work to do, but I'm glad that I got to that place to where I can honestly say and tell everybody, and people can even see that I'm not the person that I used to be. And at one time I thought that the person I used to be was all cool and fly and all that. He's still cute, but you understand that? Like it was wrong. It was beating myself up. It was dumbing myself down. It was holding people's coattails. Not deliberately, but keeping them engaged within my whirlwind of darkness. And that's not the way we're supposed to be with people. Like we'll enjoy going out and getting drunk with a person more than we'll enjoy, like, just per se going to the library and getting some knowledge about something, or going get some information, like a learning process, something beneficial. Like we would almost 9 times out of 10 we gonna pick to go drink and all that, because that's the laughs and all of that. We're not thinking that when you wake up the next morning, it's not the laughs. Your head hurt, you know what I mean? And like we still know just what we knew the day before. We didn't learn nothing extra. You know, it's important that we learn something every day. It don't matter what it is, man. You know, it don't matter what it is. You know how many teaspoons in a cup? If you don't know, write that down. Learn something, man. Just anything, man. It doesn't matter. You know, we got to strengthen our frame of mind, man. That's how we get good perceptions out of things. You know, that's how we get to control our emotions. You know, all of these emotions is they meant to run through us. Like we meant to cross all this information, all these feelings, all that is meant to cross our paths. Is all meant to cross our, you know, within our lives. You know, each cycle. When we don't learn from it, it's almost like we shouldn't have never even went through it. You know, but what we not realizing is when we go through it and we don't learn from it, that is okay. When we go through it again and we don't learn from it, something happens within your brain. And every time you're gonna be approached with that situation, you gonna have that at ease approach to it. You know that I can do it next time, or you know I could chill. I ain't do it last. You know, like you just gonna convince yourself slowly but surely. You know, that's why it's important to keep ourselves motivated, man. Prophet wanted to just bring this quick message, man. Look, watch your energy, protect yourself to and from. Watch your surroundings, man. Watch what you take in your ears, watch what you give out your mouth. Help somebody if you can. Give somebody some words of encouragement if you can. Prophet told you the words of encouragement, man. You can even hit them on the shoulder. Wake up. Wake up. Till next time, baby. Sky Prophet, man. Love everybody, bro. Peace out.